Hi guys, welcome along to my long run. Today it's not the London Marathon training week 8 update, so let's get into it. So hi guys, welcome along to Let's Get Running. I'm Tony James. As always, if this is your first visit here, do me a big favour, hit the orange subscribe button below, turn on the bell notifications, and whatever you do, just make sure you leave a thumbs up like for this video. It will help the channel immensely. So as I say, here we are out doing our Sunday long run, going for about 13 miles today. I will update you on my training when I get back, and we'll also discuss further the cancelling of the London Marathon, the running of the 40th virtual, and what the options are for you going forward. We'll discuss all that when I get back and I finish this run. But just to say that if you are out doing, well, any run basically in the sunshine like this, it's just around about 9 o'clock and the temperature out is already 20 degrees. So you need to take into consideration, if you are going out running today, that you are running in hot weather. So some of the preparations I've done to take into account this hot weather running is, whilst I was getting ready, I had 500 ml of water to make sure we're hydrated before we start. I've actually got my isotonics with me, so I've got some water and isotonic to be drinking as I'm running around. You'll probably also notice that I'm wearing a white coloured vest today. Light colours are always best because they reflect the heat, because your blacks and your dark colours, they attract the heat and keep it in. So whilst they might be wicking, they're still holding a little bit of heat in there, so we've gone light colours today. And the other thing I've done, the route I'm running today, the half marathon route I'm running from home to Fleetwood along the prom and then back home again, it will actually take me past my mum's house and my father-in-law's house. So what I've done, I've had a word with them this morning, gave them a bell before I started, and got them to stash a bottle of water in the garden. So if we need that extra water, we've got at least 2 locations where we can nip in and pick up those bottles. Forward planning, that's what's needed. Right, that's it. I'm going to go off and do my long run. I will see you the other side of that, well, when we discuss this here London Marathon. That behind me there is the North Euston Hotel, called the North Euston because it used to be the furthest you could get on the train from Euston Station in London. Just a quick long run update. We're about 6.5 miles in, going along the promenade in Fleetwood. It might have been 20 degrees when we set off about 8:30, but the sun has come out and the temperature, especially on here where there's no wind, has just gone through the roof. I think I've just lost 2 stone in the last half a mile. Wow, it's warm. Don't forget, take on those fluids and keep hydrated. Right, that's it. Long run done. Just over half marathon distance. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. Whew. Just over 2 hours. Not about the time, it's about the distance today. Right, I'm off. Going to get a recovery shake, something to eat, and a shower. And I'll see you the other side of that to discuss London Marathon. See you in a moment. So welcome back to the studio. Today we're going to be discussing my week 8 of my London Marathon training. Shall we put the word not in front of that? Not London Marathon training. Yep, it finally got called off after last week's rant in the video about, hey Hugh, you need to call it, you need to cancel it, you need to move on. Well, they went ahead and did it. We got the notification that there will be no mass participation event this coming October. However, the elites will be running in a concealed bubble around St James's Park. So we look forward to Kipchoge taking on Bekele. So before we get into the implications of it being cancelled for me and you as runners, what has my week been like? As always, we started it off on Monday as a rest day. Tuesday, I went hard for a 5k and ran that 5k in 21 minutes 43 seconds, which was good. That was a fast time, one of the fastest times I put it out in a long while, so I was quite happy with that. Wednesday we went out and did just a steady 4 miles. Thursday had a rest day. Friday I was supposed to do 10k but was short on time in the morning, so I only ended up doing running 4 miles, so that was a bit shorter than anticipated. And then on Saturday was a little bit different. Woke up with a little bit of a twinge in my knee, so I decided not to even risk it and took the day off instead of running the 10k I was meant to run on Saturday. So we actually had an extra rest day. But Sunday, got out there, did the long run, 13.3 miles, just over the half marathon distance, did it in about 2 hours. So very pleased with that, especially as the weather was stifling, as you saw on the video. 18 degrees when I set off at 8:30 in the morning. When I got back 2 hours later, the temperature was 21 degrees and it was hot. So that was my training for this week, 24 miles in total, a little bit lower than where I wanted to be, but quite happy at 24 miles. So the news on the marathon, what does it mean to us? Well, there's going to be a 40th London Marathon. It's going to be a virtual event. Run the 26.2 miles, you'll get a t-shirt and a medal. So yeah, looking forward to doing that. It's going to be a £20 charge. I know some of the charities are saying it's going to be slightly more than £20 because they need to make some money as well. So if your charity turns around to you and says it's £25, just play it. Just pay the £25 because it's actually giving money to the charity as well, because they've been hammered, absolutely hammered over the last few months and not been able to raise as much money as they normally would. So that extra £5, don't grumble, don't moan, just pay it because you know it's going to a good cause. So yeah, I'll be doing that virtual 26.2 miles, be running around my hometown of Blackpool. Just remember though, if you are going to be doing that, when you do a normal marathon, there's lots of aid stations, there's lots of places where you can get drinks. So if you are doing 26.2 miles on your own at home, think about your fueling strategy. Think about where you're going to be able to get extra water from. Are you going to be running a course where you can stash some water somewhere? You know, maybe at 5 miles, maybe at 10 miles. Are you going to be running past family and friends' houses where you can get a drink? Just put all that into play. Think about it before you actually rush out and do that 26.2 miles. You've still got to take it seriously and you've still got to think about your hydration. So make sure you plan how you're going to do that 26.2 miles. But if you do, all the very best of luck to you. So yeah, that's the virtual 40th. And next year they've actually moved it from April to October to give it a better chance of being a full-on mass participation event. I did say that in my video last week, that I possibly think we might be struggling for April, so they've listened, yay! But they've moved it through to October, so hopefully we should all be in a better position to be able to run that in the October. Failing that, they've given you the choice of running in October or in April 2022 or April 2023. That means people can still apply for the ballots for those years, and they're not just all cramming the first year with everybody who's just shifted over. So good idea, and it gives people 3 years to aim to actually get this complete. And I know a lot of the charities have said with the charity runners, yep, no problems at all. If you still want to run in 22 or 23, you can still do it for us, and there will be no extra fundraising monies to make, which is great. Though I have heard that 1 or 2 have said, well, no, you're going to have to pay again. So we'll have to wait and see. But my charity have said, yep, no problems at all. You can defer it to any of those dates. You just need to get the fundraising amount that you specifically signed on for in the first instance. So that's good news. So yeah, if we've had that news about the London Marathon, don't be disheartened. The training hasn't been for nothing. You can run the virtual, and if you're doing the training, you're still getting the benefit from it. You're still feeling better. You're still improving those times. So you haven't wasted any time or any effort by doing that training. The only thing you've done is improved yourself. So that's brilliant. So there you go, that's a quick roundup of what my training's been like for this last week. That's also a quick roundup of what my thoughts are on this. So I will see you for the virtual 26.2 in this coming October. As always, let me know what your thoughts are. Hit the comments below. Will you be doing the virtual? Where will you be doing the virtual? And what year are you deferring to? So please let me know in the comments below. Would love to hear from you. Right, that's it from me for now. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you again soon. But till then, let's get running.